Hello guys, welcome back to CeeFashion Academy. As you can see, this is the continuation of the previous video which I posted how to cut and sew a unisex Etibo, that is male and female Etibo. Please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, do well to click on that subscription button. Please make sure you click on the subscription button so that you'll be able to receive all our notifications. If you've not liked this video, make sure you click on the like button. I love you. Please make sure you watch to the end.
As you can see, we've gone to this side with a gum stay, as you can see, just to thicken it a little bit. So next thing we did was to sew the 2 inches. Are you seeing it? We sew the 2 inches to the down part. Are you seeing it? So as you're sewing it, please make sure you don't sew with a very tight stitch. It's very, very important. So next thing we'll be doing, first of all, is to the opening of the flap opening. Do you understand? The flap opening, please make sure, please, it's very, very important. Make sure you mark out where the opening is going to stop. Now, for the sake of this particular tutorial, it's going to stop at what? 8 inches. Do you understand? Okay. Now, for where the slit is going to stop, we are going to know that one very soon when we fix our flap. Do you understand? Okay. So next thing we are going to be doing is, now look at it, it's very, very important. We are going to form a pleat with these 2 inches. Are you seeing it? So in order to form a pleat with these 2 inches, please, I want you to see this. The middle part of this is going to be very, very vital in formation of this plate. Okay. Please, I want you to look at this thing very well. So hold it like this, making sure you focus on the middle part. And someone else should also hold that part for me. Yes. Let's focus on it. Then now draw it now. Draw it. As you can see, as you are drawing it, are you seeing it now? You are seeing this middle part. Now make sure you centralize it, please. It's very, very important. And make sure you iron it out. Make sure you centralize it and make sure you iron it out. Okay guys, as you can see, we've done that. Now look at the front part. Are you seeing it? You can also take your iron and iron out this part. Okay, so after you are done, remember what I said, you are supposed to do what? Sew here, like tack it up. Do you understand? Which is very, very important. Make sure you tack it up. Okay guys, as you can see, I've actually tacked here. Are you seeing it? That is back stitching. Just stitch front and back, front and back till that place gets okay. So next thing we are going to be doing now, please, to make this thing easier for us, there's something I'll be doing. I'll make sure that I'm going to see what I'm doing now. I'm going to remove this side. Now cut it out. As immediately as you reach here, please, this point is at that 8 inches. Do you understand? Okay. Next thing we are going to do, we are going to now look at it. I'm going to diagonally cut it out like this. Are you seeing it? Diagonally cut this one out like this also. Are you seeing it? Okay. Okay. Now what I'm doing now is just to let you know that this thing will not be a barrier for you. You know, while you are putting your this thing to not be a barrier. So in that case, you can actually automatically cut it out full. Do you understand? You see what I mean? Like, you can cut it out just the same way we open our senator. Do you understand? That's what I mean. Okay, now guys, as you can see, now we'll be doing the design. Now look, I want you guys to look at this thing. This is the kind of design we'll be working on. Are you seeing it? Yeah. This is the flap and this is the down part. This one is what? The pleating. Are you seeing it? This is actually the pleating. So for you to cut out what we are going to use for the pleating and both the other sides, is I want you to cut out 2 inches, at least 2 inches. Are you seeing it? Make sure you hem it, make sure you gum it like this. Okay, cut it as long as you can, please. Just very, very long. Do you understand? Like, cut as long as you can so that it will be enough for the pleating and other sides. Do you understand? Okay, so that's what we are going to be doing now. Okay guys, so I'm going to be showing us how to do this pleating. Now look at this pleating, how to do it. You fold like this. Are you seeing it? Look at it. You fold like this. Are you seeing it? Okay, that is how you are going to be pleating it. Now you also fold another one. Is how you fold this independent on how you actually want yours to appear. Okay guys, as you can see, this is the plating which I've done now. Are you seeing it? Please, before you place this plating, you can, depending on your design, please, as you can see, from here to here I mark 2 inches, from here to here I also mark 2 inches. That means my plating will be starting from here. Do you understand? Okay, now for this particular one, now look at it. But please, you can use pin and hold this thing so as for you to sew by the sides. Are you seeing it? Sew by the 2 edges first. Do you understand? Just to hold it. Please do exactly the same thing on this side. Place it here. Take another one. You understand what I mean? Like, take another one. place it here. Okay, or you can as well, please see this thing I'm about doing now. You can as well take your hemming gun, look at it, place it here. Do you understand? Please place it here, and now start placing this one on top of it. Do you understand? Okay, as you can see, I've finished placing the hemming gun and make sure it is aligned straight. Do you understand? So after that, cover it and do what? Iron. Make sure that the heat gets to the hemming gun, please. Okay, so as you can see, I'm done gumming this. Are you seeing it on both sides? So next thing we are going to be doing is what? We are going to be sewing out to this part. Now look at the piece I have. Are you seeing it? It has to be just the same length as this particular one. I know some of us will want to know the length of this. This length of this, see, look at where our 8 inches stop. Do you understand? So this needs to be more than that 8 inches. That is just it. So by me looking at this one is about 11 inches, both of them. Are you seeing it? Okay, the same thing as this one we are going to be cutting. Now look at it, please. I want you to look at this very well. We have 3 inches here. Remember, I used 2 inches here, so that's why I added extra 1 inch to this one, making it what? 3 inches. So this one is for this and this one is for this. Now look at how this is going to work. Look at it. I'm going to place it like this. Are you seeing it? And I'll be sewing half inch or quarter inch depending on whatever thing you want to use. So when I finish sewing it, look at it. Are you seeing it? Neatly done. Are you seeing it? To now be like this. Okay, so the same thing I'll be doing for this particular part. Look at it. I'll sew here. When I finish sewing it, to be like this. Are you seeing it?
Yes.
Now look at this one. I have this one. This one now is what? 2 inches. Now look at it. 2 inches. Are you seeing it? Now I now folded all the edges. Yeah. So now for this part, look at it. I sew the same thing here. Are you seeing it? And I now fold and sew out here. Do you understand? It's still the damp part of the Etibo is still coming out. Do you understand? So this is what I'll be doing now. Okay, so let me go to the machine and do it. After I finish doing this, and then we are going to construct a what? A flap at the center. Look at it. I'll place it like this. Are you seeing it? When I place it, then I now sew quarter inch or half inch. Please look at it. I will sew quarter inch here or half inch. Now place it like this here. So that's what I'll be doing now. Okay, now look at it. Look at it. Nicely done. Are you seeing it? Okay, so when you finish, next thing you will do is look at it. Possibly, please, you need to iron it out. Do you understand? You need to iron it out. Or possibly after ironing it out, now look at it. Just take your machine and go and sew. Do you understand? Sew at the edge like this, so as to hold it firm. Okay guys, look at it. Are you seeing it? Now look at the neck is not covered. We will still do what? Trim it out. Okay, so now after this side, we are going to do the same thing here. Please, I want to show you something too. You can as well do what? Top stitch. Are you seeing it? You can as well top stitch on this side. Now look at it. Okay. Okay, you can as well top stitch on this very side. Are you seeing it's coming out fine, better? So next is you are going to be working with this one. Look at it. Place it like this. Are you seeing it? And sew the same way we did here, and then turn it and sew back again. Okay. Please, whatever you do on this side is exactly what you are going to do on the other side. Okay, so look at it now. Are you seeing it? Very fine. Okay, so do the same thing. Iron it out and then sew. Okay, remember I've not top stitched here because I'm working with top stitching. Sometimes all this top stitching makes it look one kind of, makes it look very nice. It's not mandatory for you to top stitch, but for me, I'll be top stitching. And remember, top stitching also helps it to relax even without ironing. You understand? Yes. So now look at it. I'm going to be using these scissors to reshape it back to its original form. Now look at it very well. So you can see I'm done with this side. So that means I'll be doing exactly the same thing on this particular side. Do you understand? Okay. Okay, so as you can see, next thing you are going to be doing now, just take your scissors, make sure you align these things. Are you seeing it? Make sure you align them. Okay. Make sure you align. Are you seeing it? So I'm done doing the both sides. So next thing I'm going to be doing now on the table, I'm going to be constructing the center flap. Do you understand? So that's the next thing we'll be doing now. Constructing of the center flap, which you can use it both on Senator and on Etibo. Okay, so let's go and do that one. Okay, so next thing we are going to be doing now, we are going to be cutting out the flap. So for us to cut out the flap, I want you to know the simplest method. Simplest method is by doing what? By using your interfacing. You understand? It can be your collar gum, it can be your strong gum stay, or any other one. Do you understand? Use it and cut the what? The flap first. That is the placket. Now as you can see, I just do a straight line just to get a very precise line here. So now I don't want my own to be big. You understand? To be that bold. So I want to use a tiny one. So what I'm using here is 1/4. Are you seeing it? So after I finish marking it here, I'm going to be drawing it out. That is it. Okay, as you can see, I have it here. So next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using my scissors to cut it off. Take your material, place it. Now look at what I'm going to be doing now. It's very simple. Take your material, place it and iron first. Okay. Iron, make sure you gum it on top of this. You know, sometimes some of these used to be very stubborn in iron. Anytime you want to iron it, so make sure you iron it very well. Let's pause. So next you are going to do is you get your hemming gum. As you can see, this is the hemming gum. It helps us with the work. It helps the finishing part of the work. So now take the hemming gum, cut it out into two. You must not use the whole of the hemming gum. Then next thing you are going to be doing is what? Use it and put here and iron it out so that this thing will hold this. Okay. So after you are done with that, next thing you are going to be doing, look at it. Next thing you are going to be doing is you are going to fold it like this, according to the edge too. Okay, fold and then iron. Use as an iron. Make. Okay, guys, as you can see, this is the flap. Are you seeing it? This is the flap like this. Are you seeing it? Now there's something I want you to know. Now as you can see, something is coming out from here. Please, I want you to make sure you cut it off. Making sure that, look at it now. Cut it off. Instead of something to come out, it's better it enters inside. Okay, I'm going to show you guys what I just did now. So now see what I've just done. Are you seeing it? As I've cut it now, I used what? 1/4 inch to take it in. Do you understand? So that when I sew with my 1/4 inch or whatever I will sew, it will not be at the what? Middle. So that the flap will be will relax well more than, you know. Okay. Okay guys, see what we are going to be doing. We are going to take another pieces. Now this pieces you are seeing now is either you do one, you see it's 1.5 inch here. Do you understand? Then the length should be more than this 8 inches. Do you understand? So that is the one we are going to be using to pipe here. Are you seeing it? See how we be doing it? We place it like this and sew 1/4 inch. Are you seeing it? When you sew it 1/4 inch, you turn it this way and also fold it again. Are you seeing it? That is how we are going to be sewing here. So after we are done with this place, this particular one too, now look at it. Look at how we'll be working on this one. We are going to be taking it like this, place it like this. Are you seeing it? Please, as you're placing it, make sure you bring out something here. So as let it not be that when you put it exactly equal, look at it. At the end of the day, it might be something like, it might look like something. So bring something out, look at it, then sew your 1/4 inch or whatever you want to use and sew it. Then at the end of the day, you are going to turn it, which it will now be like this. Are you seeing it? Okay. So that is just it. So now let's go to the machine and do that one. Which after we are going to be doing the down part. I think this is the front part of this Etibo is the most vital part. That's just the root root there. Okay. So now look at it, guys. Are you seeing this one? So I'm going to be using this one to sew here. I'm going to place it like this. Okay. Okay, also extend the notch to the other material. The next thing you are going to be doing now, look at it. is to fold this one and then sew. Okay, in order to sew this one, look at it. Remember what I told you guys? Look at it. Let me place it very well. Now, since it's like this, are you seeing? See how it's supposed to be? Are you seeing it? So now we are going to be sewing this side to this side. Look at it. Okay, then you sew. So after you are done, next thing you are going to do is to make sure you relax it and then sew from here to this side. Then you will stop at like 1 inch or ½ inch above this point. Do you understand? Look at it. You're going to keep it like this. So from here, please, it's going to be stopping around here. Do you understand? Then you stop this one around here. Okay, but first of all, before I do that, I'm going to be taking it to the table just to iron it out so it will be firm before I sew. As you can see, we are done putting the what? The placket. Are you seeing it? So next thing is to cover this very part. Are you seeing it? So the first thing we need to do is to measure this. What do we have is what? 9.5. Do you understand? So I advise you to just use 10 inches. If you like, you can just make exactly 9.5, but I advise you to use what? 10 inches. Do you understand? So we are going to use 10 inches on to cover it here. So now we are going to be cutting it first with our collar gum. Do you understand? Or your gum stay, whichever one you want to use. Okay, so look at it. Let me cut it out. So let me say I'm folding it this way. Shall I say I'm using what? 10. Okay, 10. That is fine. Okay. Now look at it. 5 inches. Give me the ruler. Look at it here. Okay, mark it out. Now this is 5 inches. Are you seeing it? 5 inches. Next thing you do is you get this part, which is I'm going to be using 3.5. Are you seeing it? Okay, now we'll reel it out. Why this part? I'm going to be using 4.5 inches. Are you seeing it? So at the end of the day now, I'll be connecting both just to give us this shape. Are you seeing it? Okay, so now we'll now be cutting it out. When I finish cutting it out, all of us we are going to see the shape. Means you can actually cut yours in different shape. It must not be this particular shape. Okay, so now look at it. Are you seeing it? This is how it's going to be. Are you seeing it? So now I'll be using this to paste on the material in order to form it. Okay, so okay, let's say this is material. We are going to be gumming it on this particular one. Yes. So as you can see, now look at it. When you are done, make sure you cut out remaining just like 1 inch. Are you seeing it? So next thing you're going to be doing is fold according to the edge. Just fold, make sure it's touching the collar gum. And make sure you iron. Are you seeing it? Be making sure that this is touching the collar gum so that you get a precise shape. Now do the same thing here. So you can see, this is it. Okay, so next thing we are going to be doing now is, look at it. Next thing we are going to be doing now is, for the front part, look at it please. Next thing we are going to be doing now is, we are going to be placing it this way. Are you seeing it? We are going to be placing it this way. Place it this way. See, at the point that all of them are equal, then make sure you sew. And as you're sewing, please make sure that whatever that is remaining here is the exact thing that is remaining here. Do you understand? It is very, very important you do that. So after we finish sewing, we are going to turn it and do what? Sew it out. So let's go and do that one. So guys, as you can see, after we are done sewing, fold it out like this. Are you seeing it? And sew from here down to this very part. Yes. Creativity. So as you guys can see, we are done with this front part. Please advise us, as you guys can see some small rumple. Please advise us to, you can as well, if you want to run away from all these stuff, you can as well use the color gum that I used here. As you can see, you can't find it here. You understand? But when you use all this, our normal soft gum and all these things, you tend to find them. Although it's nothing really, because when I finish an ironing, it's going to come out perfectly more than this. Okay. So next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be shaping out this part. I'm going to be preparing the bag, which after preparing the bag, then we now couple. After coupling the body, you fix the sleeve, and that is just the end. So now look at it, guys. So I will be cutting the yoke. So see, what I want to be doing now, I want to be using the original yoke. Do you understand? Yes, original. I'm not just going to do the facing yoke, the original Etibo yoke. Now look at it. What I'm going to be using from here to here, see, just depending on individual size and also what you want to use. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'll be measuring from here to here is what? 5.5. Do you understand? Okay, now this 5.5, where is that rule? You are going to use your rule and draw it like this. Are you seeing it? Take it down. Where is the rule? Look at it. Take the rule and extend it. Are you seeing it? So after we are done, we are going to be cutting it out. But please, I want to let you know something. If we are cutting it out, there's something I advise us. Step up with, like, depending on whatever thing you'll be joining with. Do you understand? Like, you can step up with ½ inch if you'll be joining with what? ½ inch. If you're joining with ¼ inch, step up with ¼ inch. There's a reason why I'm saying this. Because at the end of the day, look at it. Please, this part is very, very important. As you can see, I've cut it out. I'll be tracing it back. You understand? So since I'll be tracing it back, I removed ½ inch here or ¼ inch, whatever I removed here. I'm still going to add it back here. Then still add extra ½ inch or ¼ inch again. That, let me give you an example. Assuming what I stepped up here, for this part, I've given this part its own allowance. Assuming what I stepped up here is ½ inch. That means what I'll be adding back here is what? 1 inch. Because I'll be replacing this half and also doing what? Adding another half. Do you understand? So if it is ¼ inch, what I'll be adding back here is what? ½ inch. Please, I want you to know that. So I'll be cutting it again. So as you guys can see what I said, I'm kind of multiplying what I used on the down part into what? 2. Are you seeing it? So I'll be tracing it back. So you guys can see, after you are done tracing it out, please make sure you also do what? Double it out again. Do you understand? It will be 2, it's not 1. This one now you are seeing, the one that we remove from the dress, we'll be throwing it away. We don't need it again. Do you understand? So this one is going to be how many? 2. I'll show you guys how to use it. So guys, make sure you notch the center of the 2. Are you seeing it? Make sure you notch the center of the 2. Then, and on the body, as you guys can see, also make sure you do what? Notch the center. Now look at how we are going to be fixing it. Now you can expand this like this. Look at it very well. Please, I want you to know that this is the back part of the material, the wrong part. Are you seeing it? This is the wrong part of the material. Now look at what we'll be doing. Take this one and place it like this. Are you seeing it? Yep. And take this one and place it like this. Please, this is very important you know this. Is this in showing way? Okay, so you guys have seen what I just now look at what you're going to take one, place like this. Are you seeing it? Make sure it's matching to the notched part, and take also this one. Are you seeing it? This is the wrong part. Are you seeing it? Okay, take it and place like this. Okay, now you seeing it. Now look at it. This is the wrong part. This is the right part of the fabric. The right part of this one to the right part of this one. Are you seeing it? Then the right part of this one to the wrong part of this one. Please, I want you guys to. So at the end of the day, I'll be sewing it out. Now look at it. I'll be sewing it about for you to get it perfectly well. Please, if you like, you can start from here, the middle part. Are you seeing it? The middle part down to this side, then the middle part down to this side, just to maintain a fresh and a precise stitching. Do you understand? Then after when we finish, we now turn both 2 of them like this. Are you seeing it? Okay guys, I want you guys to see. Now look at it. Before you start sewing out this part, please, I want you to prepare a look like this. Are you seeing it? Prepare it like this. Now look at it. Okay, when you finish preparing it, please make sure you put it here. Are you seeing it? at the center, then before you place this one. It's very, very important. Place it before you place this one. So now I'm going to the sewing machine in order to sew this thing. Then when I finish, I now couple the dress, the front and the back. After you are done, take scissors and then cut it off. Okay guys, next thing we are going to be doing now is that we're going to be coupling the sleeve, fixing the sleeve. Now I want you guys to know something. You know, some of us usually believe that wherever you join dress at the shoulder, that is where the middle part of the armhole is. No, that's not. The middle part of the, for you to get the middle part, you have to place it like this. Are you saying it? Place it excellently well. Then at this part, next thing you need to do is to do what? You need to notch it out. So that is the middle part. And remember also, we still have our sleeve. Now this sleeve, remember we applied what we call the armhole effect. So you need to know the part of the sleeve that you are fixing. Okay, now look at it. This is how to place it. Are you seeing it? This is the front part. This is the part that has the armhole effect. Are you seeing it? So you'll be fixing it this way. So how do you fix it? Let me expand this one. You expand it like this. You also do what? Expand this one like this. So the middle part versus the middle part. Are you seeing it? So you now start from this middle part, then finish it up here. You also do the same thing here. So that's what I'll be doing now. Okay, as you guys can see, I'm done with the stitching. Now look at it. Are you seeing it? I'm done with the stitching. Look at it. So nice. Are you seeing it? Is this exactly the same thing you do on the other side? So as you can see, I'm about coupling the dress now. Now look at it. Make sure you place it together like this. Are you seeing it? Okay. So now the round sleeve is 14, which is 7 inches. Are you seeing it? 14 divided by 2 is 7 inches. So place it like this. Okay. And make sure this place is equal. Okay, so start from here. Okay, start from. Please also make sure that these two places are equal. Are you seeing it? Very, very important. Make sure they are equal. Then start sewing. It's as you are sewing, depending on whatever you want to lock your senator or your etibo with. Are you seeing it? For me, I'm locking mine with 3/4. Are you seeing it? So that's what I'm using here. So now make sure the 2 points here are equal, the down parts, make sure they are equal. So you now start coupling. Couple according to the shape. Now remember we'll be putting a slit. Please, I want you to stop at this point. Now for those that will ask the measurement of this point, what I actually use here from here to here is 15 inches, depending on who you're actually doing it for. Now you can also use what? 14 inches. Okay guys, as you can see, we are done here. So you also do the same thing at the other side. In the neck. Now we are going to construct the neck. But before we construct the neck, please, I want you to see something. Look, this is the neck that we have. So we need to check. Our neck is what? 16 inches. So we need to start measuring. Please, when you start measuring, please start measuring from this center. You seeing it? Not from here. Okay. From here, that is the 16 we are talking about. Okay. Measure like this. Just measure round. Okay. Okay, then make sure you stop here. Yes, you're supposed to. So as you can see, what we have is what? Like 15. Are you seeing? That means it's not enough. That means we need to retrim. Please always know that. So in order for you to retrim, all you're going to do is to place it back again. Now relax it. If you like, see, there are two methods of retrimming. It's either you retrim like this. Are you seeing it? It's either you retrim like this. Look at it. Make sure that the middle part is joining to the middle part. Are you seeing it? Okay. And you place it like this. Now look at it. Are you seeing it? We can extend and then cut it off. Okay? Who has pin? Let me. Okay, look at it, guys. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it now? Okay, so let me remeasure to know whether it has reached 16. Let me remeasure. Start measure. So you can see it has actually reached what? 16 inches. Okay, now we are going to be cutting the collar itself. Okay, but before we cut the collar, we need to measure everything. Do you understand? Everything starting from here, no longer from the center. You need to measure everything because the collar is going to pass through that side too. Okay, so let's measure. Is as you're measuring, you can actually measure it up to 3 times just to make sure that you get it right. Now what do we have? 17 inches. Are you seeing it? So let's measure it again. What do we have? 17 inches. Are you seeing it? So like I said, you can measure it up to 3 times just to be very, very sure. Okay, so now we'll be making use of our this thing to cut it. Are you seeing it? Make use of the collar gum or your gum tape, whichever one you want to use. So now, in order for you to cut it, you have to fold like this. This is the bias method. This is the bias method. Are you seeing it? Okay, so you have to fold like this. This stage is very, very important. Okay guys, look at it. This is your collar gum. Fold it in bias. Now, what I mean in bias, as you can see, not like four corner how we cut peplon. In bias is usually like this. Are you seeing it? Fold it like this. Look at it like this. Like a triangle. As you can see, this is like a triangle. So after you finish folding it, make sure you relax it. Okay, then after you are done, next thing you are going to do is what? The round neck which we measured is 17 inches. Now 17 inches divided by 2 is what? 8.5. Now personally I want you to do this kind of stuff here. Are you seeing it? Measure out 8.5. Just do it as if you are already curving it out. Do you understand? Look at it. Do 8.5 like this. The moment you can be able to get 8.5 in a curved way like this from here to here, are you seeing it? Now you mark out this side. Please let me repeat it again. Look at it. After you finish folding it, whether you do it this way or the other way, see, even if you like, you can still do it this way. Are you seeing it? The moment you get 8.5, are you seeing it? So next thing is what? You mark out this very point. Now you need to measure out this very point. This thing is called the radius. That's how to get the radius. Now what do we have here? 6.5. Are you seeing it? Now you now start measuring 6.5. Start measuring 6.5 round. Are you seeing it? Place it here. Are you seeing it at the tip? Start measuring 6.5 round like this. Start measuring it round. It's not under compulsory that you must get 17. You can still adjust to get it perfectly. As you can see, we now have this thing. Next thing you're going to do is to connect. Use a line to connect all. Are you seeing it? Okay. Now you've actually connected. Remeasure to know whether you still have 8.5. It's very important to do that. Now measure this way. Follow the curve. Measure this way. What do we have? 8. As you can see, it's not 8.5. Now there is a way to adjust it. I like it that the way that we are getting 8 instead of 8.5. Because assuming we get 8.5, you will not know how to adjust it. So now what you do is what? You can step down with what? Half inch or through. Are you seeing it? Step down with half inch. We must get the 8.5, my dear. We must get it. Step down with half inch or through. Now after you step down with half inch or through, you now draw this. Now this means that this one now is now void. Do you understand? You no longer need it. Now check back to see whether it is up to 8.5. This is how you keep doing till you get the exact stuff. Is it up to 8.5? That is it. Do you understand? Now assuming it's SS, what do? Instead of going down with half inch, you come up with what? Half inch. Okay, that is it. So now we've gotten what we want. Next thing we are going to be doing is we are going to be choosing the thickness of our collar. Do you understand? Now the thickness of our collar, what for the sake of this tutorial, is 1 inch. So from here, measure what? 1 inch. Look at it. Are you seeing it? Measure 1 inch. Measure 1 inch. Measure 1 inch. Okay, now we've gotten the collar, both the down part and the upper part. So you can see. Okay, so next thing I want you to do is to just give a curve like this, because mostly we usually have a curve like this here. Yes, as you can see how I got that curve. If you want to know how I got that curve, from here to here is what? Half inch or quarter, whichever one you want. Yes, my dear, you're right. So now you have to do what? Cut it off. So you can see getting this other second line is by stepping up. Hope you guys will get that. It's not by stepping down, because if you step down, you will increase your collar. After you are done, if you like, you can actually do that design or whichever design you want. Even if you can still leave it like this. Okay, let me give you this design. Are you seeing it? Okay, so now look at the collar. Very fine collar. This collar is going to relax very, very well on this one. So after you are done, next thing you are going to do is to find a piece of paper and then gum it on. No, a piece of material and gum this thing on it. Okay, now look at it. Place it and then gum. Okay, as you can see, I'm done gumming it out. As you can see, I cut out every other allowance, every other part. Now remaining only what? Half inch. Now as you can see, now what I'm going to be doing is what? On this very damn part, I'm going to be using my small hemming gun, which I actually cut into two, to be gumming on this. So I'm gumming it. I'll make sure that, thank you, the material is actually touching the edge so as to give us the original shape. So next thing we are going to do, as you can see, get another fabric. I use and place this one on top of it. Then now we are going to be sewing here. Please, I want to show you guys something. Look at it. We are going to be sewing from here. Now look at it. Please follow this collar gum. Are you seeing it? Sew from here. Follow the shape down to this very part. But please, I want to teach you something very important. Don't start directly from this point. Are you seeing it? Make sure you start 1/4 inch above. Are you seeing? Make sure you backstitch in order to tack it. Then sew according to the shape. Then as you are reaching at this particular part, please do the same thing. Don't stop at the edge here. Do you understand? Go up by what? 1/4 inch and tack. Then after, you turn it and iron, which I'm going to do now. So next thing you're going to do is to do what? Turn it. So as you can see, we have finished turning it. Now I'm going to iron it. After ironing it, I'm going to cut this thing out. Are you seeing it? I'm going to cut out the essence, remaining only what? 1/4 inch a day down. Yes, now if you cut on this one, 156. I mean, my phone, Jared. As you can see, next thing we'll be doing is we'll be joining this thing, the collar to the body, as you can see. So in order for us to join it, please, I want to let you know that there are two ways of joining. See, look at how it's going to be. Are you seeing it? There are two ways of joining this collar. Is either you sew from here, which is majorly the typical form of sewing it. Do you understand? Sew from here such that when you turn it like this, you understand? Then this one is going to cover the back part. But for the sake of this particular tutorial, I'm going to be sewing from back to front. Are you seeing it? I'm going to be sewing from here. Now look at it. So that when you finish, this one is going to be on top. Then you now top stitch. Okay, that's what I'll be doing. So let's go and do it on this. Before you reach at the center, stop. Do you understand? Now start from the other side. This helps you so that even if it's not 100% equal, you can be able to manipulate, work on it. Now place it also. So as you can see, I'm done sewing. Next thing I'm going to first of all trim out some essence, which I have here. Okay, now look at how you're going to be turning it. First of all, remove the excess thread. Now look at it. Are you seeing the essence of that small thing will remain? So that I can be able to push this one inside and have a neat surface. Are you seeing it? Okay, the same thing to this other side. Look at it. Push this one inside and I have a neater surface. Now look at it. Okay, now on the norm, you're supposed to go and iron, use small hemming gum and hold it before you start sewing. Do you understand? But you can still as well do what? Start sewing. As well start sewing. So let me sew.
Okay, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. As you can see, we are done with the dress, looking so fine and nice. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you click on the subscription button so that you continue seeing our videos whenever we post a new one. And if you've not liked this video, make sure you click on the like button. Thanks, and may God bless you. Love you.